Jake and Logan Paul just faced off. This fight is actually happening. As you've probably already seen, Jake and Logan Paul both posted this photo onto the social media.
You know, it's tremendous promotion. It's tremendous promotion for something.
Then he shouldn't do it. But if he's going to sign up, I don't have to be the one to lose. And bro, it's like, it's me and Mike hug after.
You heard that right. The internet is buzzing because the Jake Paul vs. Logan Paul fight has officially been set for March 2025. Just when you thought these two couldn't stir up more drama after Jake's questionable fight with Tyson, they've gone ahead and topped themselves. Now we've got a family feud turned into a money-making spectacle.
Who are you fighting next? Me?
Yeah, I'll fight you.
You would fight me?
Why not? You're tiny.
I feel like ruining my little brother's boxing career would be so bad.
After looking into why this fight is happening, I can't help but wonder if ethics, shame, or basic human dignity even matter anymore. And the worst part? It's another Netflix-style drama, but this time, it's all going down on Max, live on March 27th.
March 27th on Max, it's Jake Paul versus Logan Paul.
Before diving into the crazy details, let's clear something up. Logan Paul actually signed a partnership with Max long before Jake's legit fight with Mike Tyson. So, yeah, this whole thing is a PR masterclass. It's all about giving Max its first big live streaming event, driving traffic, and boosting the platform's visibility. That's why I'd call this whole thing exactly what it is, a Paul Brothers marketing circus.
I think we can all decipher that it isn't a fight. The fact that it's on a Thursday, the fact that all it says is HBO Max, there's no information on where it would take place. Like, you're just going to drop a poster and that's how we're going to announce that a boxing match is happening.
Conor Burke hit the nail on the head. They didn't even bother with real details, just a flashy poster of the two of them facing off like it's a WWE promo. Logan's probably trying to look serious, while Jake's casually showing off diamond-studded brass knuckles.
I think we can all decipher that it isn't a fight.
Now, here's the real question. Is this even a real fight, or are they just serving up another scripted social media soap opera? The announcement is super vague. No rules, no venue, no clue what kind of fight it even is. Boxing? MMA? WWE? Bare-knuckle street fight in the backyard? No one knows. And that's exactly how they want it. The confusion? It's just fueling the hype, and the hype? Well, that brings in the cash.
Who are you fighting next?
Everybody.
Me?
Yeah, I'll fight you.
You would fight me?
Why not? You're fucking tiny.
I'm taller than you.
You're still
ESPN sources are already throwing shade, and there's a real chance this isn't even a legit fight. It could just be some half-baked reality series, designed to keep fans guessing and waiting for a big reveal that never actually comes. Let's face it, the Paul brothers don't sell real fights, they sell drama. They know people love controversy, and what's messier than two millionaire brothers pretending to fight for clout? Honestly, I can't imagine ruining my little brother's boxing career just for the drama. And let's not forget the elephant in the room, Jake Paul's recent fight with Mike Tyson. That whole Netflix event broke records, but was it real? A lot of people think it was just a scripted performance to make Jake look like an unstoppable warrior. Now they're just recycling the same formula, swap Tyson for Logan, swap Netflix for Max, rinse and repeat. But here's the big question, if these two really wanted to fight, why didn't they do it years ago when they were supposedly feuding for real? Why now?
I feel like ruining my little brother's boxing career would be so bad. And me.
The answer is simple, there was no money in it back then. Now, they've built enough hype, faked enough rivalries, and got the internet so hooked on their antics that people will buy into whatever they sell. This isn't about proving anything, it's about squeezing every last penny out of their brand. And honestly, at this point, it doesn't even matter if the fight's real. They've already won. They know the internet will eat this stuff up, whether people believe it or not. Hate watchers, superfans, skeptics, it's all the same. Because at the end of the day, the Paul brothers have mastered the art of turning internet noise into dollar signs, and somehow, we all keep falling for it.
By the way, on the Misfits card, KSI's event promoted the fuck out of your fight against Nate Diaz. DAZN was not allowed to promote the Prime card? That's ridiculous. Whose ass was that? It was Nikisa's, dude. Nikisa's on your team. He's not on Team Paul. He's on Team Jake.
And you know what's honestly hilarious? People are out here actually debating whether this fight is real, like we didn't just see the Jake Paul vs. Mike Tyson circus a few months ago. That fight was hyped as the biggest sporting event in Texas history, aired on Netflix in November 2024. Then, as soon as it was over, everyone had the same reaction. Wait, was that even legit? This wasn't some underground conspiracy theory, it was clear as day. Major analysts, former boxers, and millions of fans were all side-eyeing the whole thing, replaying it in slow motion, trying to figure out what they'd just witnessed. And let's be real, something definitely felt off.
Mike Tyson just made a bag off of this Jake Paul fight. And I speak for everybody when I say that this was the most rigged fight I've ever seen.
We're talking about Mike Tyson, a 58-year-old who hadn't fought professionally in 20 years, stepping into the ring with a prime 28-year-old Jake Paul. And somehow, people were supposed to believe this was a fair fight? Tyson, the same guy who used to take out opponents before the crowd even had time to settle in, was suddenly struggling to land a clean shot. Then, just when Jake needed his big moment, Tyson magically ran out of gas. If that doesn't scream Hollywood script, I don't know what does. Asterisk, applause, asterisk.
Mike Tyson really went in there, threw about 4 or 5 jabs and said, all right, I'm done. I just got the bag and I don't even care what happened.
Sure, the numbers were huge, 65 million concurrent viewers, Netflix's biggest live streaming event ever, and $18 million in revenue just from Texas. But let's not kid ourselves into thinking numbers automatically equal legitimacy. WWE sells out stadiums too, and we all know what's going on there. Tyson's punches were slower than usual, his movements looked off, and let's be brutally honest, if this had been the Tyson from 1995, Jake wouldn't have lasted longer than a microwave timer.
What are you saying to the feedback on the fight that you're getting?
I'm not saying anything.
Nothing.
I don't need to say anything. You know, the people who understand the greatness of it and, you know, have their own lives and are happy with themselves, they're going to just show respect and show praise. It's the haters who are jealous and don't have anything going on in their sad and miserable lives, and they want to bring...
So how does Jake handle the backlash? By pulling the oldest trick in the book, distraction. He suddenly announces a fight against his own brother, and the logic is simple. If you thought my fight with Tyson was fake, well, I definitely wouldn't rig a fight with Logan. That's classic reverse psychology, and it's the kind of thing casual fans fall for every single time.
What do they want? They just want me to lose. That's the only way they would have thought it was entertaining.
I think there's a world where some people definitely wanted you to knock out Tyson.
But here's the thing. Why does Jake even feel the need to prove his fights are real in the first place? If the Tyson fight wasn't staged, why not just ignore the critics instead of rushing to set up a family boxing match to try and regain credibility? And let's be real, this isn't new behavior. The Paul brothers have been playing this game for years.
Sweetheart, it's all sweetheart, yeah. We're talking, you get them sweet, that's how we're going to get the fight down when we get...
Back in 2022, Logan made a huge spectacle about wanting to fight Conor McGregor. He knew McGregor wouldn't take him seriously, but that wasn't the point. The goal was to create headlines and stir up engagement. Same thing with Jake and Andrew Tate, months of social media drama, dramatic callouts, and endless back and forths, and then, of course, nothing actually happened.
What did you think the best course of action was for that?
We were doing all this staying at that, yeah. You drove it to the reason. You know, all this makes it different.
I didn't hear the last 5 seconds.
That was in the air for us.
I didn't hear the...
Yes, bring it home for me.
It's 8 a.m. How?
This is the real deal, yeah? In front of you, you know that.
And that's the formula. Start fake controversy, let the internet blow up, then quietly move on once the hype fades. The McGregor and Tate fights were never meant to happen. They were just stepping stones in the Paul brothers' endless marketing playbook. But now, the internet's had enough of their nonsense, and this so-called fight isn't fooling anyone. From sports analysts to boxers, MMA fighters, and even other YouTubers, the reaction has been brutal. Nobody is buying it.
I'm okay with fighting my brother because I wouldn't have to be the one that dealt with losing. So seriously, so like emotionally, if that would scar him, then he shouldn't do it. But if he's going to sign up, I don't have to be the one to lose. And bro, it's like, it's me and Mike hug after.
And it's not just random Twitter trolls calling it out. Actual legends of combat sports are openly roasting this entire stunt. MMA fighters and professional boxers are calling it the most obvious money grab in sports history and demanding to know why Jake refuses to fight real competition.
I think they get a bad rap. They do a lot of this stuff for the clout and the camera.
And that's a fair question. Jake built his reputation by fighting retired UFC fighters who were already out of the game, Tyron Woodley, Anderson Silva, Nate Diaz. Now, instead of finally facing a real boxer, he's going up against his own brother. That's not competition, that's content creation disguised as a boxing match.
It's this.
And people see right through it. When fighters, analysts, and fans all agree on something, that tells you everything you need to know. Everyone's seeing through the act. This isn't about settling some long-running sibling rivalry, it's about cashing in while they still can. The hype around influencer boxing is dying, and the Paul brothers know it. This fight isn't about proving who's the better boxer, it's about squeezing one last massive payday before people finally stop caring. But here's where it gets interesting. Even when everyone calls them out, they still win. They thrive on controversy. Hate watching still counts as a view. People tweeting about how ridiculous this fight is? That's just free advertising. The more the internet trashes it, the more attention it gets, the more people tune in, and the more money they make. Even with Jake Paul hyping it up, the fight is still in doubt. Subscribe to see how it all unfolds.